There is something different about this time of year. While the weather turns cold, people gather together, but not around fires, but in the high school gym of Soda Springs, Grace, and North Gym. What brings them all together on cold nights like this? Only the common love of basketball. And as the boys of the county take to the stage once again, KBRV, the Bear, and My Local Radio join them on their journey through the long winter, with the end goal of the state championship lurking on the far side. This season, hopes are high. In all three schools, the excitement is growing. It's once more time to take the court. And the Cardinals, Cowboys, and Grizzlies are determined to make sure that the season is one to remember. This year, boys basketball is brought to you on KBRV by Monsanto, Hunsinger Ford, Silver Star Communications, and by Cook Brothers Broadcasting. The night is cold, so let the hot hands warm it up on your home for boys basketball all season long. KBRV, The Bear, and MyLocalRadio.com.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals for tonight's matchup between the North Gym Cowboys varsity and the Soda Springs Cardinals JV squads on this wonderful Wednesday night. It's a little bit chilly outside, so thank you for joining us indoors as we have about 13 and a half minutes until the start of this game. And we are going to rush the pregame show just a little bit, skipping a couple of pieces of it. But as always, we start off with our standout student. And this time we head up to North Gym to talk with freshman Wesley Lowe about how her school year has been going.
Kayla Burgraff joined here with our freshman standout student, Wesley Lowe, who, as I just said, is our standout student for this week. And first of all, Wesley, the freshman year, the first half of it at least, is starting to wrap up. What have been your thoughts on how it's been going for yourself?
I've been liking high school a lot because I get a lot more freedom. It's different than middle school because I can kind of do my own thing.
Talk a little bit about the classes that you've been in so far. What are some of the ones that you're taking?
One of the ones I'm taking is like a science engineering class, and it's where you build bridges and you get to build mousetrap cars, and it's really fun because you kind of just get to play around.
Do you like the subjects where you get to kind of use your hands a little bit more and actually be active in the class?
Yes, I do, because I can just kind of play around, and Mr. P kind of gets mad at me sometimes because I get really frustrated and I have to redo everything and rethink it, but I usually end up doing pretty good.
You are getting almost all A's in all your classes. Does that give you confidence going into the rest of your high school career when you realize that you're having success?
Yeah, it does. It gives me a little bit of confidence that I know I can actually do it. And
talk about some of the teachers that you enjoy taking classes from. I know a lot of them carry over from middle school and junior high up to high school. Are there any teachers that you've had while you're here that have really made a difference on you?
Yeah, one of my teachers is Mrs. Johnson. She's always trying to help you do your best and help you get better grades and just help you any way she can. And my teacher, Mr. Williams, he's my math teacher, and he's just helping you helping you try and understand everything and making sure you're not confused.
When you think about stepping into a classroom, if you could go and create a teacher, if you could make one from scratch, what would be a perfect teacher to you? What makes a good learning environment?
Someone who doesn't yell a lot, but someone who's like Mrs. Johnson. She can get you to be quiet and she can get you to behave without yelling. So just have a good personality and just helping you understand things, I guess, and help you trying to be better.
Looking at some of the other aspects of school, you're involved in quite a few things. You did volleyball. You're also a cheerleader. What makes you want to be involved in some of the extracurricular side of school?
I just like being active. I like to being athletic and getting out and doing things and being part of a team, I think.
Have you thought about being a part of any of the other clubs or groups in the school?
I think in the spring I'm going to be doing track. I'm going to be doing hurdles. So right now I'm just trying to get in shape so I can do track.
To wrap it up, just two more questions for you. The first one is, as a freshman, what's some advice now that you're halfway through this year that you would give to an 8th grader coming up?
Do your homework. Don't get behind because it's just going to make everything harder. So just do your homework.
And what are some of the things that you enjoy about being a cowboy or a cowgirl, as it were? What are some of the things that make it fun to come here?
The thing about I love in this school is we're all really close because it's not a big school. So we all have a good relationship with each other, and I think that it just creates a good learning environment.
Well, Wesley, thank you so much for the time, and we'll wish you good luck as you continue on through your freshman year.
Thank you.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by State Farm Insurance of Montpelier, Idaho. State Farm is here to help life go right. Call Scott at 208-847-0141 for personal service.
Let technology make life a little easier and give you peace of mind about your home. With affordable security and smart home options, SilverStar makes it easy to take the first step. Keep an eye on what's important to you and be able to act before an incident becomes an emergency. You're in good hands when you choose SilverStar. We've been bringing cutting-edge technology and star treatment customer service to Eastern Idaho and Western Wyoming for nearly 70 years. Call us today and ask about our starter security and smart home packages.
Get it to go at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace, Idaho. From pizza to potato wedges, from burritos to the jalapeno flavored corn dogs, from candy, clothing, car accessories, and fountain drinks, convenience is fun. And Patterson Quick Stop and Patterson Easy Way help to fill your needs conveniently. They have something for everyone: food, fuel, and fun at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace. Right here, right now.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for. Whether it's warm outside and you need an air conditioning system, or cold outside and you need a new natural gas furnace, Reed's Plumbing and Heating has what you need to keep your family comfortable, and there's never been a better time to convert to natural gas. With great service and expertise, Reed's is your all-weather friend in southeastern Idaho. Call us today, 208-547-4466, and we'll get right to work making your home comfortable and cozy. That's Reed's Plumbing and Heating at 208-547-4466. Natural gas, it's worth asking for.
Caleb Burgraff joined here for the first time this season with Coach Kevin McLean of the North Gem boys basketball team. And Coach, last season, a little bit of a disappointment where you guys finished out. I think the expectations were to make a run at that state championship, or not necessarily state championship, but definitely a push into the state playoffs. This year, you lost a lot of your height and size, but you are bringing back a good core from that team. How does that make you feel when you realize that you have kids that have experience and really might have that desire and hunger to get a little bit further?
Well, I think that's going to be a big factor for us this year. We've got 5 seniors. 4 of them's been playing together for 4 years now, and hopefully their leadership will be able to bring along some of that younger talent and show them what it takes to compete at the varsity level.
When you talk about that younger talent as well, you have some very good underclassmen that are going to be on this team this year. What are some of the things you're expecting from them? Not to put too much pressure on them, but are there any high expectations from some of those kids?
I want to kind of bring them along slow. Nathan Christensen, he's going to be a junior, so he's had a little bit more experience than maybe a player like Bronx Holbrook, but Bronx has got so much athleticism. You want to try to find as many minutes as you can for him. Hopefully, grow throughout the season, and be able to find a spot with that varsity squad.
You talk about Bridger, you talk about Walker Davids, and you talk about Nathan Christensen. Those 3 epitomize what I think this team brings to the table, and that's quickness as well as length. Not necessarily size in the post, but length that you can do something with, that they outsize some players. How much does that help, not necessarily offensively, but defensively, when you have 3 kids like that can stretch out?
Oh, it's huge. I kind of felt sorry maybe for someone like our bigs last year, that they had good size, but they kind of got pushed underneath in the post position at a younger age and didn't get a chance to develop maybe some of their ball handling skills. These players, they all got good ball handling skills, and so if we put a little smaller defender on them, we should be able to post them up. If they want to put a little bigger defender on, we should be able to use their quickness and get to the rim that way. So they're going to be really hard to defend this year.
When you think about your district as well, it's a tough district to get out of. You have 8 teams that you got to fight your way through for 1.5 spots this year. What's the early season going to mean for you guys, knowing that and knowing that you need some momentum to get yourselves one of those upper seeds?
It means a lot. If you go in that first position, you can be 2 wins and be out of your district, sitting there, into the state play-in games or state championship rounds. And we need to finish at least as well as what we did last year. We tied for a 3-way spot in first place, but we end up going in the actual 3rd spot. We'd like to improve upon that this year, and it starts with being able to win our home games.
To wrap it all up, who are the teams that you're scared about this year? Not necessarily scared about, but you see some good things from that you'll have to compete with this year.
Rockland's got a really good junior. He's about 6'4", really good outside shooter, can handle the ball really well. Showban, they're a team that likes to get up and down the floor, pretty rapid. And then Butte County, coming down from the other 1A division into our division, they're going to have the confidence factor, just knowing that they're bigger and have competed, a little bit better over the years than we have. And so it's going to be a really challenging year, I think, for all teams, because I think we're pretty well evenly matched across the board.
Challenges only make a team better, though, and I think that's going to really help this team as well. Coach, I appreciate the time, and we'll look forward to covering you guys as the season goes on.
All right, thank you very much.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Crop Production Services of Bancroft. Call 208-648-7891 to learn how to get the best production out of your crops.
When the time comes, you'll want true compassion balanced with clinical care for your mom or dad, grandma or grandpa. Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs provides a warm, caring, and secure environment for individuals who need medication assistance, healthy meals, and assistance with daily activities. You can help by introducing them to our Assisted Living Center. Come on in for a tour and consultation. Find out about our monthly move-in specials and respite visits. Furnished suites are available. Call 208-547-0257. The Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs, Idaho, a place to call home.
Hi, I'm Todd Hunziker. Most dealers focus on the experience you have just a few moments that you're in their store. At Hunziker Ford, we want to keep you happy forever, and to prove it, we offer warranty forever at no cost to you. So here's the deal. All you have to do is follow the maintenance schedule on virtually anything you buy from us, and the expensive powertrain components are covered forever. That's Todd Hunziker Ford, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. It's just that simple.
It's time for us to take a look at your Lalaton's food specials for the weeks of December 15th through the 28th. And if you're doing any holiday baking, Lalaton's is the place to go. Grab Western Family 4-pound bags of granulated sugar for $1.49. Western Family 10-pound bags of all-purpose bleached or unbleached flour is $2.99. Baking chips are 2 bags for $4. Western Family 2-pound bags of brown or powdered sugar are just 99 cents. And Western Family sweet cream salted or unsalted butter is 2 boxes for $5. That's a look at just some of your Lalaton's food specials in Soda Springs.
Imagine a mining company who nurtures butterflies. At Monsanto, we plant wildflower seeds on recently mined land. The flowers support a thriving butterfly population, which then feeds small birds, who are in turn hunted by eagles and hawks. By paying attention to nature's detail, Monsanto sustains a broader ecosystem. That's one reason why 6 federal and state agencies have honored us with their highest award for excellence in annual operations. Monsanto. Imagine.
Caleb Burgraff joined here with one of the members of the JV Cardinals on the boys' side as we're going to be doing the game with them going against North Gem. And Jaron Johnson, happy to talk with us. And first of all, how's the season been going for you so far? What are some of the things that you guys have been working on this year?
So far, things have been going kind of rough for the JV. We're a good team, but things aren't quite clicking yet. We're not making our buckets that we need to be. Our defense is getting slow. Some games we have good defense, but sometimes we don't. It's just we got to get it in our heads that we got to push through and get through those struggles and win.
When you think about playing at the JV level, it's all towards working up to the varsity. How much does it help playing in the same gym or practicing in the same gym as the varsity each week?
I think it's good. It's good to be in the environment of it. They push us really hard, so it's just making us that much better. And I think we push them as well. We like to play real tight on them and make them mad and struggle.
Well, you guys haven't necessarily had a ton of success yet this year. You do have streaks and moments where you guys really seem to be a dominant force out there on the court. What are some of the things that you guys feel when you're in one of those rhythms? What gets you into one of those rhythms out there?
I think defense brings us into those rhythms. Once we get a couple of stops and we start executing our fast breaks and offense and getting those layups from defense, that starts a good rhythm, and it gets the other team out of it, gets them out of their rhythm, and it just pushes us to be that much quicker and better.
You've really started to develop into one of the better outside threats for the team. What's behind that? What are some of the things that you work on in practices that help you out with that?
Shooting. Just got to shoot. Shoot every day and a lot of shots, and even if they're not falling, you can't hang your head about it. I mean, you just got to chucking them, got to keep chucking them up and once one goes in, you find your streak, get your rhythm, and calm yourself and just keep splashing.
5-second memory, always have that short-term memory. When you think about other kids on the team, who are some of the other kids who have really been stepping up and helping out and really been big forces on the JV team so far?
Brock Thompson, for sure. He's been a good guard for us this year. He's quick, and he's got a good jump shot when he's hitting. And Logan Mumford, once he gets into his rhythm, he's a dang good player.
What are some of the things that you guys really need to work on the most? We talked about just defense needing to work on that, but is there any overlapping pieces of the game that the coaches have really been pushing for both JV and varsity?
Team basketball, we need to not be such a one-man team. There's 5 of us out there, and including myself, we've got some people that try to carry too much and don't rely on others and don't put the trust in other people so much.
We'll wrap it up with this, and that's looking at this week's game. Wednesday night, you guys get North Gem coming in here. No varsity game for the Soda Springs, but the JV and yourself and your teammates get to take on the North Gem varsity. Are you excited for a match to go against other varsity kids that aren't wearing the Cardinal Red?
Oh, of course. I mean, it's always good to see where we're going to be compared to a varsity team. I think we'll be able to compete and play good. And if we play good, we can probably win it. We just got to play to our full potential, and it'll be a good night.
Jaron, thanks so much for the time. Good luck to you and the rest of the Cardinals as you get set for this Wednesday's game.
Thanks, Caleb.
This broadcast of high school sports is being made possible by the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho, serving Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming.
So, who's going to do what? Flashlights?
Nowhere to be found.
Emergency supply kits?
Not packed.
What about blankets?
We have an old towel.
Cell phones?
May not work.
Emergency water?
Not a drop.
Perfect. We all know where we're meeting if we're separated.
The library. On Jones' house. The bus stop.
And I'll be waiting here wondering where you all are. Great. It sounds like we don't have a plan.
Winging it is not an emergency plan. Make sure your kids know what to do during an emergency, who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Caribou County Athletics are being brought to you by Bear River Head Start, where they are now accepting applications for preschool. Call 435-755-0181 and enroll your 3- or 4-year-old children today.
I missed a mortgage payment, but now I'm turning things around. With Sam, I can.
Sam is Smart About Money, a free online resource from the National Endowment for Financial Education. We're an independent nonprofit foundation dedicated to helping people just like you get sound information about money at samican.org.
Business has fallen off at work, but I'm getting prepared for whatever the future holds. With Sam, I can.
Get empowered. Reach your financial goals. Visit samican.org.
Paralyzed Veterans of America, National Service Officers.
We've got an entire generation of men and women who have seen war. They're going to need voices.
Paralyzed Veterans of America represents them.
We're going to make sure that the Veterans Affairs gives them everything that they're entitled to.
Get all the health care they need.
Making a person's house adaptable.
And we also focus on getting them a job.
We help our veterans for free.
Changing lives, building futures. That's Paralyzed Veterans of America. To learn more, visit pva.org. A public service message from Paralyzed Veterans of America.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Troy Young Plumbing and Heating. Call 208-221-0581 for all your plumbing needs, including new installs and remodels, repairs, furnace installation, and more.
Welcome back out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals as the Birdcage is home to tonight's matchup between the JV Soda Springs Cardinals and the North Gem Varsity Cowboys as they look to try and get their second win of the season. They've only played 3 games and are 1-2 on the year with their 2 losses to Butte County and to Rockland and a win over Water Springs. Starting lineups are brought to you as always by Mountain View Dental, where you can find general and cosmetic dentistry for the whole family, and they want to wish good luck to the Cardinals and the Cowboys from Dr. Walker and his staff. As far as your starting lineups, they are looking at this for the North Gem Cowboys. Number 1, senior Bridger Jensen leads it off. Number 13 is senior Braden Jensen. Number 15 is Walker Davids. Number 20 is sophomore Bronx Holbrook. And number 22 is Brandon Lloyd. 4 seniors, 1 sophomore. For the Soda Springs Cardinals, it's Brock Thompson, Jacob Bybee, Kyle Dursteller, Jaron Johnson, and Logan Mumford as their starting 5 as they head out onto the court wearing the white uniforms. A little bit of an abbreviated as we got rushed just a tidbit, but we're going to open the tip at 7 o'clock on the dot as it will be Kyle Dursteller against Walker Davids for the opening tip. One over by Dursteller. Jaron Johnson tracks it down in the front court, and the Cardinals will start off with the offensive possession. Brock Thompson hands off to Johnson, left side wing, who gives it back to Brock. And Brock will hold on to it as the Cardinals get into their offensive set. 2 high, 1 in the corner. That's Mumford as Thompson walks his way over there. Mumford moves around. Screen is going to free him up near the top of the key and waits for Johnson to break open. He's going to put up a 3-ball and rains it home. Your first Bear Lake Drug 3-pointer of the game goes to Jaron Johnson, and the Cardinals have a 3-0 lead on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard. On the far side of the court, a loose ball on the ground, poked out of bounds by Brock Thompson. Will keep it in hands of the North Gem Cowboys, who wear their gray uniforms, North Gem written across the front in purple with a white outline of the number and purple numbers as well. Cowboys written up across the side of the shorts. Taking the ball, Braden moves it along to Brandon Lloyd. He swings it over to Davids, left side wing, guarded there by Brock Thompson. Makes it up to Holbrook as Bronx cuts through the lane after giving it off to Braden Jensen. Right side pass to Brandon Lloyd. Feeds it to the right side corner. Underneath the ball is going to be Walker Davis. Wildly throws one at the hoop. No good. Brandon Lloyd's rebound's no good. And another putback from Bronx Holbrook is no good as well. So the North Gem Cowboys unable to strike after getting several good looks at the hoop, and the Soda Springs Cardinals will come back the other way. Working on the left side of the court in their white home uniforms, Soda Springs written across the front in red with red highlights up and down each of the sides and a gray screen-printed Thunderbolts on the back edge of the uniforms. Jaron Johnson takes the basketball, far side wing, 6.5 to go here, first quarter of play in a 3-0 ball game with the Cardinals on top on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard. Brock Thompson takes it over to the right side. Johnson again opened up top of the key for 3, no good. Rebound to the near side is going to be tracked down by Johnson as he follows his shot, gets the benefit of a bounce that kicks out to him. They find Thompson at the top of the key, and Brock Thompson finds a Bear Lake Drug 3-pointer to give the JV Cardinals a 6-0 lead over North Gem. Walker Davids brings the ball forward for the Cowboys. As they find Brandon Lloyd, gives it to a Braden Jensen who's cutting into the lane and is tied up with your first Bear Lake Drug jump ball of the game. And it will be a Sanders Furniture Appliance inbounds play coming from the lower right side of the hoop as Holbrook will take a seat on the bench. Nathan Christensen will give him a rest as Holbrook was out on the courts earlier in the JV game, might have sprained his ankle, so they're going to be very careful with the minutes that he gets in this game. Brandon Lloyd finds Christensen, cuts into the lane, kick pass outside. It's going to be Jensen for 3. That's no good. Braden can't knock it down, and on the offensive rebound, it's Bridger Jensen who is going to be fouled on the way up for the ball, and he will get another Sanders Furniture and Appliance inbounds play for the North Gem Cowboys as Bronx Holbrook will sub into the game for Braden Jensen. No word on who the foul was picked up by as this ball is inbounded. Bridger cuts into the lane, puts up a teardrop floater. No good. Brock Thompson pulls down his first board of the game and brings it up the middle. Goes to the right side of the lane, pulls up and travels as he tries to jump stop into a shot, and his feet go right out from under him. Somebody pulled out the carpet, and Brock Thompson turns it over to the North Gem Cowboys. That's the first Cardinals turnover of the game. First turnover for either team with 5 minutes and 37 seconds to go as the Cowboys will bring it forward. 6-0, they trail on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard. Davids gives it up top to Nathan Christensen. Over to Holbrook, left side outside the three-point line. Lazily throws a pass that's almost picked off. Brandon Lloyd gets the ball back, though. Christensen saves it from going out of bounds, and it is turned over to the Cardinals as it's picked up by Brock Thompson. Brings it up with the left-hand dribble, finds Johnson. Jaron goes down low to Dursteller, who turns around, drops one home, and he's heading to the line for a chance at a three-point play as the Soda Springs Cardinals off to an 8-0 run in the first 3 minutes of this game to start things off. The foul picked up by Bridger Jensen is his first of the game. First on the Cowboys as well as Dursteller connects on the free throw, gives the Cardinals a 9-0 lead with 5 minutes and 12 seconds to go, and back up the court come the North Gem Cowboys. Walker Davids finds Christensen as Nathan goes to his left, works it to Bridger, who finds Holbrook. Back up top to Lloyd. Inside pass to Bronx Holbrook. One dribble lane. Lays one up and in. Bronx Holbrook putting in work down low with a good dribble drive. And it gets the Cowboys onto the board. They trail by 7, 9-2. Brock Thompson back with the basketball for the Soda Springs Cardinals. Jaron Johnson holds it on the right side wing. Waits for Mumford. Now a backdoor lob pass to Brock Thompson. Last touched by Bridger Jensen. And it remains Soda Springs basketball. I'll see Brandon Lloyd check out. Braden Jensen back out onto the court. as the senior playing alongside his brother this season and last season. He's going to lose Kyle Dursteller through the paint, and Kyle able to lay one up and in easily on the inbounds play, gives the Soda Springs Cardinals an 11-2 lead. 3.5 minutes to go. To his left, Christensen finds Walker Davids. Pump fakes on the play, now gives it off to Braden Jensen. Cowboys looking to try and find a rhythm from the outside, as they really have not been able to shoot well yet in this game. Davids fakes a pass to his left, into the lane, puts up a teardrop. That's too strong, and on the backside, it's rebounded by Jacob Bybee. He'll bring it up the right side, throws it away, though, as the Cardinals will turn it over to Bridger Jensen. Push the pace into the lane, all the way to the hoop, blocked away, but fouled. Brock Thompson with the block. We'll see if he picks up the foul as well. It is going to be on Brock, so they say he got him with the body, and it's his first foul of the game, sending Bridger Jensen to the free throw line. And the first free throws for the Cowboys of the game coming up. Bridger, a senior guard, notches home the first one. Going with the bearded look. Full facial hair. The mustache included is the second free throw up and good, as Bridger gets the Cowboys back within 7, 11-4. And a sub will check in, as back into the contest for North Gem is Brandon Lloyd, as they look for that inside presence. North Gem with a very tall, lanky team, a lot of athletes, still learning how to play together a little bit, as the Cardinals will pass one down low, pump faking and putting up a fadeaway as Jacob Bybee no good on the shots, and they're going to call a foul on the play. Picked up by Bridger Jensen once again for his second foul. Off ball, so it will remain Cardinals basketball on an inbounds play. Lofted in, Dursteller finds Bybee. Jacob goes underneath. Picked up by Thompson. Back to Jacob. 14-foot jumper from inside the free throw line is good, and Jacob Bybee has his first basket, as the Cardinals' 13 points have come from 4 different players. Bounce pass to the right side. Walker Davids looks and fakes a pass to Holbrook before finding Christensen top of the key. Dribbles around the defense. He's going to try and bank one home. Can't on a teardrop into the lane, and it's rebounded by Kyle Dursteller. Up the court, Brock Thompson into the lane. Pulls up. Flips the pass out to Johnson, who waits for the defense to fly by, but travels with it before he can put a shot up. And Soda Springs turns it over for the third time in the game, as Johnson did not take the dribble before he moved over to his right and cost the Cardinals a chance, as he had a wide open three if he took that extra dribble. It'll be brought forward by Bridger Jensen, who will take his time, comes up the left side of the lane. Goes into Walker Davids, who launches a deep three ball. That's no good. And boxing out well is Logan Mumford, as he's able to keep Bronx Holbrook from getting to the board himself. Rebound put up ahead. It'll be, Thompson putting up a shot from the right side elbow. Gets it back on a rebound from Bybee. Bybee gives it out to Thompson. Johnson now takes it at the top of the key. Back over to Brock. He puts up a shot. In and out, no good. And another rebound for Jacob Bybee, as he's got back-to-back, but loses the ball as he throws it away. Bridger Jensen with the steal, lays it up, and gets it to go. Bridger's got his 4th point in the game. Cardinals with 4 turnovers make it 5, as Bridger another steal. Cowboys post or guard will lay one up off the front of the rim, no good. And as he gets the offensive rebound, has it stripped away. Back the other way, Brock Thompson lays one up, and good. Brock Thompson's up to 5 points, as the Soda Springs Cardinals really taking it to the North Gem Cowboys right now on their offensive attack with a 9-point edge, 15-6. Nathan Christensen finds Davids in the lane. He lays one up, wildly goes into the hoop, can't put up a good shot, and a jump ball is going to be called with possession in favor of the Soda Springs Cardinals, as Walker Davids went in wildly and then was tied up inside, and the officials talking things over with him, as they'll try and calm him down, and he'll come and take a seat on the bench as well. 15-6 on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard with 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Brock Thompson will bring the ball forward for the JV Cardinals. Looks back to Coach Brent Erickson on the bench as he crosses the timeline. Looks to his left. Lofts one down low to Jaron Johnson in the post. Turnaround bank shot, no good, as he tried to fade that one up, missing the shot. And the foul is going to be picked up by Braden Jensen, as that is the 3rd team foul on the North Gem Cowboys, and it sends Jaron Johnson to the free throw line. Jaron, yet to attempt a free throw, does have a 3-point basket already, and he cannot hit the first free throw as that rolls off the rim to the near side. He has one more attempt coming up. Right-handed free throw shooter one of the better sharpshooters for the Cardinals this season. Second free throw up. That's no good as well, but Mumford tracks down the offensive board, gets it up top, taken into the lane on a pump fake, and a foul this time is going to send Connor Tormund to the free throw line for a pair of free throws. Foul this time picked up on the play by North Gem and by Brandon Lloyd. So he gets his first, and Tormund will step into the line as the first free throw for him. No good as well. 3 straight misses for the Soda Springs Cardinals from the free throw line after they made their first free throw of the game. They're 1 for 4, and one more free throw coming up for Connor Tormund. Trying to build on a 9-point edge, 15-6, and it will not get any better than that, at least not right now. Rebound still loose, goes out of bounds, and the officials will give it to the North Gem Cowboys off of the Soda Springs Cardinals inside. But Soda Springs missing on 4 straight free throws, and the North Gem Cowboys still down only by double figures, only by single digits, 15-6. Minute and 43 to go. Braden Jensen takes the ball, gets up top to Nathan Christensen. Right side, it'll be Bronx Holbrook. Walker Davids moves it over to Jensen. Takes 2 dribbles and gives it back up to Davids to the left side. Pump fake there is going to be made by Christensen. Finds Walker. Right side Bridger into the lane. Pro hop. Puts up a shot wildly. No good. Rebounded though by Christensen. Outside to Braden Jensen for 3. That's no good. Bronx Holbrook fights for the board but loses it to Jaron Johnson. And back the other way come the Soda Springs Cardinals. Tormund on the left side out in the short corner. Feeds it to Brock Thompson in the corner. Underneath they find Mumford. He'll bounce one into the hands of Dakota Bybee. Bybee feeds it up top. Mumford instead gives it off to Tormund. Back to Logan. Drives to the right side. Picks up his dribble. Throws one at the hoop. Can't get the friendly roll. Dakota Bybee with the offensive board, though, lays it up and in. And Dakota's onto the scoreboard as he becomes the 5th Soda Springs Cardinal to score and gives them an 11-point edge. 17-6 with 42 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Christensen into the lane. Nobody paying attention. And the Cowboys turn it over for 3rd time. Bringing it forward, Brock Thompson into the lane. Underneath, Tormund lays one up too strong. Rebounded underneath by Bronx Holbrook. And again, it'll be the Cowboys to bring it up the court as they work left to right. Up at the top of the key, Jensen, inside pass, finds Walker Davids, gets some room and lays one up too strong as it rolls across the rim. A little bit of a wild shot is rebounded inside by Brock Thompson for his 2nd. Soda Springs really controlling the boards right now here as the Cardinals look to upset the varsity Cowboys. It'll be out to Brock Thompson. Goes to his right, steps to the free throw line. Inside, loses the ball, poked out of his hands by the Cowboys with 0.8 seconds to go. So a quick shot needed by the Soda Springs Cardinals to try and keep this one in their possession. It'll be Mumford to do the inbound. Needing something quick, 0.8 seconds to go. Thompson gets the ball but can't get a shot off in time. Misses anyways, and Soda Springs heads to the break with a 17-6 lead over the North Gem Cowboys. We'll be back with the second quarter on KBRV The Bear and online with live video streaming at mylocalradio.com.
Caribou County Athletics on KBRV are brought to you by Bear Lake Dental, where their commitment is to provide you with the highest standard of personalized dental care in a gentle, efficient, and professional manner. Call 208-847-0153 to schedule your appointment with Bear Lake Dental.
Get it to go at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace, Idaho. From pizza to potato wedges, from burritos to the jalapeno flavored corn dogs, from candy, clothing, car accessories, and fountain drinks, convenience is fun. And Patterson Quick Stop and Patterson Easy Way help to fill your needs conveniently. They have something for everyone: food, fuel, and fun at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace. Right here, right now.
It's time for us to take a look at your Lalaton's food specials for the weeks of December 15th through the 28th. And if you're doing any holiday baking, Lalaton's is the place to go. Grab Western Family 4-pound bags of granulated sugar for $1.49. Western Family 10-pound bags of all-purpose bleached or unbleached flour is $2.99. Baking chips are 2 bags for $4. Western Family 2-pound bags of brown or powdered sugar are just 99 cents. And Western Family sweet cream salted or unsalted unsalted butter is 2 boxes for $5. That's a look at just some of your Lalaton's food specials in Soda Springs.
North Gem starting out with possession of the basketball as we open up the second quarter of play with the Cardinals up 17-6 on your Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard. Inside is Nathan Christensen fighting his way to the hoop on the opening possession at 35 seconds in. He is going to step to the free throw line as the foul picked up on the play by Thomas Nielsen. It is the third team foul on the Soda Springs Cardinals, and Christensen at the line will miss his first free throw. Nathan, a junior for the North Gem Cowboys, steps to the line for a second time. Knee brace on the left knee, as well as camouflage gray and black socks. Knocks home the second free throw. North Gem 3 of 4 from the line, down 10, 17-7. It'll be James Selos to bring it forward. Uses the hand to shield off Christensen before finding Mumford at the top of the key. Logan left all alone, puts up a triple, knocks it in. That's another Bear Lake Drug three-point ball, and the Bear Lake Drug three-pointer gives the Cardinals a 13-point edge, 20-7 with 7:04 to go. Inside pass, it'll be Jensen underneath to Holbrook, who bounces one to the free throw line. Davids rises, can't hit the shot as the Cowboys have been absolutely ice cold from the field so far, and Logan Mumford moves the ball to Selos. Dakota underneath, finds Mumford, cutting to the hoop on the backside. Nobody for the Cowboys picked him up. Logan with 5 quick points here, 1 minute and 15 seconds into the second quarter, and a quick timeout called by Coach Kevin McLean of the North Gem Cowboys, as they have again gone ice cold from the field and continue to look for the answers in this contest against the Soda Springs Cardinals. A game that, if they'd made some of their shots, would definitely be more in their favor. They haven't turned it over a lot, only 3 turnovers so far for the North Gem Cowboys. The problem is just the ball has not been finding its way down through the cylinder consistently. See if they can figure out an answer to that problem. They need to do it quick, as I don't know how much longer their defense is going to be able to keep them in this game with the way the Cardinals offense is clicking. 6:45 to go, second quarter of play. KBRV The Bear and mylocalradio.com with our live video stream for those of you who are watching. Thank you for joining us, and for those of you listening over the airwaves as well. Bridger Jensen brings the ball forward for the Cowboys as he finds Braden, and the senior looks down low before bouncing it off to David. Steps at the right side elbow, goes to the right side as Brock Thompson guards him, almost loses footing, and instead kicks the ball outside. Bridger, goes down low. Again, Walker Davis off the side of the backboard, no good, and Kyle Dursteller pulls down the rebound. Cardinals will rush it up the court to get it across the timeline, and Selos will slow the pace down on the right side wing. James comes around near the half-court stripe, now gets back over to the far sideline, waiting, and now gives the ball off to Nielsen. Thomas gives it to the corner. Right there's Dursteller, waves the ball around before going up top to Brock Thompson. Moves to his right, again, everything on that side of the court. Now the Cardinals will shift edges as Nielsen finds Jacob Bybee, left side corner. One dribble from Dursteller, who throws the ball behind Bybee, picked up by Brock Thompson. Inside pass, Dursteller can't handle it, but Bybee right there, blocked away and rebounded by Nathan Christensen for the North Gem Cowboys. Davids rushes one up, throws one, backdoor trying to find Holbrook, but picked off by Kyle Dursteller as the two sides will trade turnovers, and once more Brock Thompson brings it forward. Brock goes to his right. Selos to Dursteller, right side corner, passes it to Bybee, who finds Nielsen open, but he passes up the 3. Inside, Dursteller turns around in the lane, lays one up, and gets the soft roll off of the rim as the North Gem Cowboys continuing with their struggle and needing to tie a shoe. Walker Davids will allow for some subs to come in for the North Gem Cowboys as Logan Strong will check in. Also, Nathan Christensen back into the court for North Gem. And Bridger Jensen will give off to Nathan to bring forward. As Nathan takes the point, calls out the play, 5:09 to go, 24-7, as North Gem has gone ice cold, and the Cowboys have watched as the Cardinals gone on a 7-0 run to start out the second quarter. Kick pass, left side, Nathan Christensen open for 3, back of the rim, no good, and Jaron Johnson gets his first rebound of the game, third rebound, first of the quarter. Inside pass, the Cardinals run the break well, and an easy layup for Jacob Bybee on the inside will get them another point onto the board. Jacob up to 4 points in the game, and the Cardinals lead up to 19. It's been an 9-0 run early as Holbrook has the ball batted out of his hands. They're going to say he touched it last, though, and another turnover by North Gem to the Soda Springs Cardinals. They're 6th in the last quarter and a half with 4.5 to go here in the second quarter of play. And I'll tell you what, North Gem right now just not looking like they came prepared to play in the game tonight. Brock Thompson to his right side, finds Jaron, waves the ball and now goes to his right, picks up his dribble, finds Dursteller, holds it in the corner before they rotate it to the left side. Johnson all alone, left for three, can't hit it. Rebound fought for. Dursteller takes it out of the hands of Holbrook, who blocks Dursteller. Mumford gets the ball back, and he puts that one up and in. Mumford, I'll tell you what, having himself a quarter, 7 points, and lead up to 21. Lloyd inside, passes it back out to Christensen, puts up a running shot, no good. Rebound inside to Holbrook, finds Bridger Jensen, right side wing. Bridger will back it out, steps around a defender, pro hops into the lane, short off the side of the rim, and now Jacob Bybee, after getting the defensive board, is going to be fouled, and that will be the 5th team foul on the North Gem Cowboys. North Gem right now is just looking for answers on the offensive side, as they will sub in Walker Davids. The foul was picked up by Brandon Lloyd as his second. Only the 5th on the Cowboys. Only 3 team fouls for the Soda Springs Cardinals. Brock Thompson will bring the ball forward, comes straight up across the center timeline. Now moves it to his left. Jaron Johnson left alone. Instead feeds a pass through the waving arms of the North Gem Cowboys, but the shot missed and rebounded by Bronx Holbrook, as it was Jacob Bybee on the inside who could not convert the shot. To the right side, Bridger Jensen takes the ball, crosses to his left, but travels with the basketball as he looks over to the bench with a questioning look on his face, but it was a travel. And for the 4th time in the quarter, the Cowboys turn it over. 28-7, they trail by 21. 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go here in the second quarter of play. Mumford holds the ball for a moment as he drives on Christensen, instead gets it back out to Johnson. Over to his left, thrown away. It's going to be Walker Davids picking it up on the run to the hoop. Stripped of it by Brock Thompson. 2 teams trading turnovers. That's the first of the Cardinals, and they run the break well, but blocked away by Holbrook. Inside, an offensive rebound picked up by Johnson. Gets it again from Mumford on the right side wing and notches home the triple. Jaron's got his 2nd triple of the game, all thanks to Logan Mumford's cutting on the baseline. 31-7 now after that Bear Lake Drug three-pointer with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Right side, Walker Davids takes the basketball, bounce past Lloyd, open at the elbow, puts up a jumper, splashes it home, clicks the net, and Brandon Lloyd is onto the scoreboard for the first time, as that will get the Cowboys back within 22. A lot of work left for them to go, though, as a 30-second timeout taken. We'll take one with them on KBRV The Bear and mylocalradio.com.
When the time comes, you'll want true compassion balanced with clinical care for your mom or dad, grandma, or grandpa. Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs provides a warm, caring, and secure environment for individuals who need medication assistance, healthy meals, and assistance with daily activities. You can help by introducing them to our Assisted Living Center. Come on in for a tour and consultation. Find out about our monthly move-in specials and respite visits. Furnished suites are available. Call 208-547-0257. The Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs, Idaho, a place to call home.
Welcome back out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals. 2 minutes and 37 seconds to go as the Cardinals will have the basketball. Another Sanders Furniture and Appliance inbounds play. It'll be not Nielsen getting the ball into James Selos, and he'll slowly dribble the ball up across half court. 2 minutes and 32 seconds to go. Dakota Bybee, down low pass, picked up by Dursteller, short on the shot, rebounded by Walker Davids as he gets his first of the game, and will be brought forward slowly by the senior. He stops at the top of the key, gives off to Bridger. Jensen looks inside, now gives out to Lloyd. Brandon spins at the free throw line before finding Davids, left side corner, and he is going to be fouled on the play by Nielsen, as Thomas Nielsen gets his 2nd foul of the contest, 4th on the Soda Springs Cardinals with 2:12 to go in the second quarter. Officials really have let these 2 teams play, as North Gem to inbound the basketball, lofts it deep. It'll be poked away by Selos, but remains North Gem basketball as it goes into the bleachers on the far side. 2:10 to go. 31-9 on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard. And the Cowboys again inbound the basketball to Bridger Jensen. Slowly walks over to his right, gets a screen, gives the ball off. It'll be taken by Braden Jensen and given off to Holbrook. Rotated up top. Jensen takes the ball as Bridger moves it over to his brother. Braden stops throws one across the lane, almost picked off by Dursteller, picked up by Holbrook, who's going to try and take the defense on one-on-one. No, goes outside. Braden Jensen open for three. That's off the back rim. Rebounded by Holbrook inside, lays it up, count the basket and the foul. Bronx Holbrook with 4 points to go with 5 rebounds and a chance at a 5 points in the first half if he can knock home the free throw that comes after the foul being picked up. Foul on the play by Dursteller. Shot up and no good by Holbrook at the line. And the rebound picked up on the play by Connor Tormund. Up the court once again come the Cardinals. Silos to his left finds Nielsen. Back up top to Silos. Near the top of the key, they continue to rotate around between the two before going to Tormund in the lane. Finds Silos near the top. Tormund just camping out a little bit there. Does not get called for the 3-second as he backs out in time. Bounce pass inside off of the foot of Bronx Holbrook and out of bounds. And it will remain Cardinals basketball. 1 minute and 22 seconds left to go. Still 31-11, a 20-point game as the North Gem Cowboys offensively just struggling this first half of play. Back into the game, Christensen will check in as Brandon Lloyd takes a seat on the bench. Right side wing, it'll be Dakota Bybee giving it around. Silos finds Nielsen for three. No, off the side of the rim, and another rebound is going to be pulled in by Bronx Holbrook. Another foul picked up as well by the Cardinals. That one is going to go on to Connor Tormund, goes as his first. And the 6th team foul for the Soda Springs Cardinals with 1 minute and 12 to go on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard. Jensen brings the ball forward to his left, gives it outside to Christensen. Nathan holds the ball for a moment, looks to his left, and he finds David's left side short corner. From about 16 feet, one dribble, gives the ball up to Braden Jensen before going into Nathan Christensen, who's going to be fouled on the floor. So it'll be 1-and-1 free throws coming up as Christensen was held from behind, and Nielsen again picking up the foul. That goes as his third already, as Christensen, who is 1 of 2 from the line, will have the 1-and-1 free throws. 54.2 seconds to go as the front end of the 1-and-1 is going to be no good. Rebounded by Holbrook as he gets his 7th. He's fouled on the way up, and he'll have free throws coming up. 7 rebounds already for Bronx Holbrook as the sophomore having a day inside. The foul goes on to Kyle Dursteller, who gets his 2nd. Holbrook with 4 points, as the points haven't followed the rebounds, but he gets his 5th there as he notches home the free throw. And the North Gem Cowboys move to 3 of 6 from the line. 52 seconds to go. Dursteller checks out of the game as the free throw up. Next one no good, and Tormund pulls down the rebound as Connor gets his 2nd. Gives off to James Silos with 47 seconds to go. James with the high socks walks into a 3-point shot. Too strong. Rebound loose and picked up on the play by Tormund. Out of bounds. Throws it back in and is able to save it to Dakota Bybee. Left side wing for 3. No good on the shot that time. And the ball picked up by Braden Jensen. They'll move it up with the Cowboys quickly as they run the break. Nathan Christensen with the layup. And the Cowboys are within 17 now, 14-31 on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard. It'll be over to Mumford on the left side wing. Now skips it to the right side, almost poked away, and it is stolen away by North Gem. They'll move it up to Walker Davids. 9 seconds to go. Walker to the right side, finds Bridger. Back up to Walker. He'll rise for 3. That's off the mark to the right side. Silos pulls down the board with 2 seconds to go. Mumford, as the buzzer sounds, can't get the ball off in time. Misses the buzzer beater anyways, and we head to the 3rd quarter of play on KBRV The Bear and MyLocalRadio.com with a 31-14 lead for the Soda Springs Cardinals over the North Gem Cowboys.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Arctic Circle of Soda Springs, where you can get burgers made from premium Black Angus beef, as well as fries and onion rings with their delicious fry sauce. Be sure to top it all off with a soft serve cone piled high and dipped with their delicious chocolate topping.
Hi, I'm Todd Hunziker. Most dealers focus on the experience you have just a few moments that you're in their store. At Hunziker Ford, we want to keep you happy forever, and to prove it, we offer warranty forever at no cost to you. So here's the deal. All you have to do is follow the maintenance schedule on virtually anything you buy from us, and the expensive powertrain components are covered forever. That's Todd Hunziker Ford, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. It's just that simple.
Imagine a mining company that respects the quality of the environment and health of natural ecosystems. At Monsanto, we don't begin mining unless we can ensure every safeguard is in place to respect the environment. And if they're not, then we don't mine. Simple as that. That's why we take steps before, during, and after mining to reach our goal of leaving the land even better than we found it. Monsanto. Imagine.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Troy Young Plumbing and Heating. Call 208-221-0581 for all your plumbing needs, including new installs and remodels, repairs, furnace installation, and more.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
Let technology make life a little easier and give you peace of mind about your home. With affordable security and smart home options, SilverStar makes it easy to take the first step. Keep an eye on what's important to you and be able to act before an incident becomes an emergency. You're in good hands when you choose SilverStar. We've been bringing cutting-edge technology and star treatment customer service to Eastern Idaho and Western Wyoming for nearly 70 years. Call us today and ask about our starter security and smart home packages.
Welcome back out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals for your Gary H. Tusher CPA halftime highlights on the Bear Lake Drug halftime show, where right now it is a 31-14 lead for the Soda Springs Cardinals, a 17-point advantage as the North Gem Cowboys cold from the field, and I mean ice cold from the field, as they have not been able to knock home any shots so far, other than a couple of layups inside. 14 total points, and 4 of those points have come from the free throw line, where they have 4 of 7 in the game so far. As far as the rebounding side of things, the Cardinals have taken advantage of those misses. 22 total rebounds after the first half of play, 31 points, and they've spread the scoring out as well, as they've had 6 different players strike the scoreboard, and that 31-14 lead is continuing to hold steady. They've been led on the game by Kyle Durstow, 7 points, and Logan Mumford, 7 points. The two of them have combined for 8 rebounds in the game as well. Jaron Johnson has 6 points to go with his 4 rebounds, 5 points for Brock Thompson with 2 rebounds. Jacob Bybee's got 4 points and 4 boards, and Dakota Bybee with 2 points and an offensive rebound as well. Connor Torman, no points yet, but he does have 3 rebounds in the game. On the other side for North Gem, it has been Bronx Holbrook leading the way with 5 points and 7 rebounds in the game. 5 of those boards coming in the second quarter of play. 4 points for Bridger Jensen to go with 2 rebounds. Nathan Christensen with 3 rebounds and 3 points and 2 rebounds. 2 points for Brandon Lloyd. Braden Jensen and Walker David, 0 points and 1 rebound each. And I'll tell you what, the players that need to find their rhythm in the field have to be Walker Davids, as well as you need to find a little bit more from Bridger Jensen out there. Those two have to do some of the role in carrying these teams. They're 2 of the senior leaders, and they need to find some sort of a rhythm quickly. Those have been your first half highlights, brought to you by Gary Tusher CPA in Bear Lake, or in Montpelier. We'll be back on your Bear Lake Drug halftime show after this on KBRV The Bear and MyLocalRadio.com.
I thought I was too old.
I thought I was too young.
I didn't think I had what it takes.
How'd I find the time?
I went into a music store and tried some percussion. Keyboard,
guitar,
bass,
ukulele.
And before I knew it,
I could actually play a song.
why make excuses when you can make music? Just play. This message brought to you by the NAM Foundation.
No matter their age, help your children develop into lifelong readers. This is Penny Sear, president of the Idaho Education Association. Reading to your children early and often creates a habit that can last a lifetime. Encourage reading in your home by visiting the library frequently and letting your kids pick out books on subjects that interest them. Feed their natural curiosity with books. Reading is a habit that can spark a lifetime of learning.
A message from the Idaho Education Association.
Back here in the second half of action, the North Gem Cowboys trailing 31-14 on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard. as we get ready for the second half of play. And this has been your Bear Lake Drug halftime show, of course brought to you by Bear Lake Drug, where they have everything you need to get better quick and carry durable medical equipment for purchase or rent. That's Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier. Give them a call at 208-847-1421. Don't forget as well that this game is being brought to you by Sanders Furniture and Appliance in Soda Springs, where they carry only the best brands, including Lazy Boy, Amana, Maytag, Whirlpool, and more. That's Sanders Furniture and Appliance, making your house a home. As for what the two teams need to do as they move forward for the second half of play, for North Gem, it's just make your shots. You have to settle down and make some of the baskets. You've been getting to the hoop. You just haven't been converting on shots that you've been getting in there, and everything has gone cold. For the Soda Springs Cardinals, I think you got to keep the pressure on. You have to make a way in order to get this game rolling into the late minutes, and you can't give this North Gem team any room because they are an athletic team, and they will show the ability to come back. 31-14 your score at the half. We'll be back after this with the second half of play on KBRV The Bear and MyLocalRadio.com.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by Crop Production Services of Bancroft. Call 208-648-7891 to learn how to get the best production out of your crops.
Whether it's warm outside and you need an air conditioning system, or cold outside and you need a new natural gas furnace, Reed's Plumbing and Heating has what you need to keep your family comfortable, and there's never been a better time to convert to natural gas. With great service and expertise, Reed's is your all-weather friend in southeastern Idaho. Call us today, 208-547-4466, and we'll get right to work making your home comfortable and cozy. That's Reed's Plumbing and Heating at 208-547-4466. Natural gas, it's worth asking for.
Get it to go at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace, Idaho. From pizza to potato wedges, from burritos to the jalapeno flavored corn dogs, from candy, clothing, car accessories, and fountain drinks, convenience is fun. And Patterson Quick Stop and Patterson Easy Way help to fill your needs conveniently. They have something for everyone: food, fuel, and fun at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace. Right here, right now.
This production of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by London Drug and Grace, your good neighbor pharmacy, locally owned, locally loved. It's time for us to take a look at your Lalaton's food specials for the weeks of December 15th through the 28th. And if you're doing any holiday baking, Lalaton's is the place to go. Grab Western Family 4-pound bags of granulated sugar for $1.49. Western Family 10-pound bags of all-purpose bleached or unbleached flour is $2.99. Baking chips are 2 bags for $4. Western Family 2-pound bags of brown or powdered sugar are just 99 cents. And Western Family sweet cream salted or unsalted butter is 2 boxes for $5. That's a look at just some of your Lalaton's food specials in Soda Springs.
When the time comes, you'll want true compassion balanced with clinical care for your mom or dad, grandma or grandpa. Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs provides a warm, caring, and secure environment for individuals who need medication assistance, healthy meals, and assistance with daily activities. You can help by introducing them to our Assisted Living Center. Come on in for a tour and consultation. Find out about our monthly move-in specials and respite visits. Furnished suites are available. Call 208-547-0257. The Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs, Idaho, a place to call home.
Welcome back out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals on KBRV The Bear, and of course online with our live video stream at MyLocalRadio.com. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we hope you are having a pleasant evening, as the Soda Springs Cardinals definitely can say they are up 31-14 after as we enter the third quarter of play. And they will have the basketball as well with your Sanders Furniture and Appliance inbounds play from the far side. It'll be Brock Thompson to get it into Logan Mumford once we begin action here. North Gem wearing the gray road uniforms, down by 17. We'll look for answers on the offensive end. Mumford takes the inbounds play, gives back to Brock Thompson. He'll center the ball up near the top of the key, gives it to the right side. Jaron Johnson looks inside before giving it back up to Mumford. Looks to his left, back to Johnson, right side. Looks into the middle of the paint where he finds Bybee. And his shot is short off the front of the rim and rebounded by Walker Davids. He's one of those kids that needs to find his rhythm from the field. Bridger Jensen into the hoop, lays one up. That's off the side and no good, and rebounded by Dursteller. Kyle continues to have a solid night as the junior moves up and posts up on the right side. Instead, it'll be Jared Johnson with his third three-pointer of the game. Another Bear Lake Drug triple gives it a 20-point edge to the Cardinals, 34-14. Up the court, Brandon Lloyd moves to the elbow, finds Bronx Holbrook outside for three. His shot rolls along the rim, no good, and is rebounded by Jacob Bybee on the inside. Up the court to the left side, Mumford takes it on the wing to the free throw line. Lofts a pass to the right side, Johnson, a three ball again. Back-to-back daggers from beyond the arc. Another Bear Lake Drug three-pointer has the Cardinals up by 37-14 on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard. Lloyd steps into the line. Can't get that shot to fall down. Pokes a rebound into the hands of Holbrook, whose shot is up and no good. Gets another chance, and he's fouled on the play underneath. I think Mumford's going to pick this one up as Bronx Holbrook fighting hard. Will step to the free throw line for Mumford. It's his first foul, first team foul of the half. And Holbrook will try and improve on a 1-for-3 shooting night from the free throw line and can't on the first one as that spins out to the left side. 6:44 to go, 23-point edge on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard here in the third quarter of play. Coach Kevin McLean up off the bench as he talks with the near side official while watching Holbrook knock home the free throw. Holbrook's got 6 points to go with 8 rebounds and is 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Left side, Johnson takes the ball on the wing for the Cardinals as Thompson gets it back to him. Pump fakes, waits for Jensen to go flying by. Can't knock home the triple, and the rebound is secured by Brandon Lloyd on the backside. He'll push it up the left side of the court. Loses it out of bounds, but he lost it because it was poked away on the far sideline by the Cardinals. 6:28 to go, a 22-point edge for Soda Springs, 37-15. Lloyd takes the basketball at the right side elbow, finds Braden Jensen, steps around Mumford, and will pull it back outside to his brother. Bridger gets it up top. Nathan Christensen open, puts up a three ball. That's no good with the rebound tipped out of bounds and last touched by the North Gem Cowboys as with 6:15 to go, North Gem will go back on defense, and the Cardinals will bring it forward. Neither side's turned the ball over yet in this second half of play, and neither side really turned it over much in the first half. 8 for the North Gem Cowboys, 7 for the Soda Springs Cardinals. 6:05 to go. Jaron Johnson with the basketball, trying to get it to Mumford. Gets the ball, absorbs some contact, and moves it along to Brock Thompson. Gets it back, top of the key. Jaron Johnson, right side wing, flashes to a cutting Kyle Dursteller, who goes off of the back of the rim and can't knock home the shot as another rebound is pulled in by Brandon Lloyd. Up the court comes Bridger Jensen now for the North Gem Cowboys. To the right side, it'll be taken, and spinning into the lane is Braden Jensen, who will be bumped and fouled as Logan Mumford picks up his second foul quickly. With 5:40 to go in the third quarter, North Gem, another Sanders Furniture and Appliance inbounds play. Inside pass, Brandon Lloyd, triple team, puts up a shot, blocked away by Bybee, who did a great job staying up and down, and Jacob will get the rebound as well as the Cardinals had run back down on offense. Bybee finds Brock Thompson in the lane, puts up a shot, too strong on a floater that is rebounded by Bronx Holbrook, and he's bumped and fouled by Jacob Bybee coming up the court, and that was an incidental contact, but an easy call for the official as he knocked Bronx Holbrook off of his haunches and gives the ball back into the hands of North Gem with a chance to bring it forward, down by 22. 5 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the third quarter of play. To the right side, Nathan Christensen holds the ball, feeds it to Holbrook. Up top, moves it around to Jensen. Bridger finds Braden, almost beats Johnson on the dribble, moves it to the left side. Christensen back down low. Braden finds Holbrook, who steps to the hoop and uses his length to penetrate and lays one up and in as Holbrook cuts it down to a 20-point game. And then the Cardinals will step too far over the baseline and turn it over to North Gem as they will get the ball underneath their own basket again thanks to a mental miscue from Soda Springs. Soda went on a 6-0 run to start the quarter. Cardinals have watched as North Gem, though, has gone on a 3-0 run recently to get themselves a bit of momentum. Christensen in the lane, blocked out of the right side. Holbrook, though, with the three ball, too strong, and rebounded by Jacob Bybee for the Soda Springs Cardinals. Up the court, a foul is going to be called. That is against the Cardinals as well, and another turnover as an arm was pushed out by the Soda Springs Cardinals. And a full timeout has been taken by Soda Springs to calm the players down. We'll take a break with them on KBRV The Bear and MyLocalRadio.com.
Hi, I'm Todd Hunziker. Most dealers focus on the experience you have just a few moments that you're in their store. At Hunziker Ford, we want to keep you happy forever. And to prove it, we offer warranty forever at no cost to you. So here's the deal. All you have to do is follow the maintenance schedule on virtually anything you buy from us. And the expensive powertrain components are covered forever. That's Todd Hunziker Ford, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. It's just that simple.
Back to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals on KBRV The Bear and MyLocalRadio.com. It is a 20-point edge for Soda Springs on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard, 37-17 in the third quarter of play with just about 5 minutes left to go in the ballgame. As the Cardinals will be watching North Gem inbound the ball from the near side as North Gem gets their second turnover of the second half. 4:47 to go. As Bridger Jensen will take the point guard duties, wearing the purple LeBron James shoes, goes to his brother, who just misses a three-point shot, and the rebound's pulled in by Jaron Johnson, who was fouled in the act of getting it, as Bronx Holbrook picks up his first foul and gives it into the hands of the Cardinals to bring it forward. Loose man-to-man pressure being applied by by North Gem, as they're going to pick up a trap on the right side. Mumford's able to beat it, left side. Johnson, inside pass, gets it underneath the Dursteller, who's going to be pushed, in 2 free throws coming up for Kyle Dursteller at the line. And the foul goes against Walker Davids as his first. And Kyle, who is 1 of 1 at the free throw line, will step to the stripe. A right-handed junior, has also been playing very well this season with 4 minutes and 27 seconds to go. And the first free throw makes its way through the hoop. Dursteller and Johnson definitely the two standouts on the Soda Springs JV squad. As the second free throw for Dursteller is up, and that one no good to the near side. Walker David's able to get his third rebound of the game. He's still scoreless as he jogs it up the court, up to the top of the key. Throws the ball away, picked off by Brock Thompson to the right side, lays one up and in, and Brock Thompson quickly extends a quick 4-0 run by the 3-0 run, by the Soda Springs Cardinals, and they retake their biggest lead of the game at 23, 40-17. Right side, it'll be Christensen to the lane, lays one up, too short off the side of the rim, and again it's Jacob Bybee with the board as he's going to bring it over to the left side. Johnson to Mumford. Pump fakes, finds Brock Thompson on the right side, who gives it to Bybee. Up top to Mumford. Good ball movement by Soda Springs, but the shot does not result, and a rebound goes into the hands of Braden Jensen, who will jog it forward to the top of the key himself. Fakes the pass to his brother, now gets it to Bridger. His three-point shot in and out, no good, and a foul on the backside is going to be called against Logan Mumford for pushing Nathan Christensen down to the floor. As the North Gem fans applauding, Logan Mumford with 3 fouls, and all of them in this half. 3 minutes and 38 seconds to go, and already 5 team fouls for the Soda Springs Cardinals. As North Gem will inbound the ball again. Another Sanders Furniture Appliance inbounds play, finds Christensen, who pump fakes and brings it to the wing. Throws a pass that's almost picked off. Is still loose and rolls out of bounds on the far side as Mumford slides into the bleachers on the backside, but it will remain North Gem basketball after they almost turn it over. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. North Gem continuing to look for those answers on the offensive side. Nathan Christensen bounces one off to Walker Davids, holds it, gets it to Bronx Holbrook, right side for 3. That's off the mark as well, and Dursteller has the rebound bounce into his hands. He's going to bring it up himself. No, gives off to Thompson. Left side at the free throw line, extended, puts up a shot, and Brock Thompson not wasting any time to get his 9th point of the game and builds it to the biggest it's been all game, 42-17, a 25-point edge. To the right side, Bridger Jensen throws one into the hands of Brock Thompson, and another turnover by North Gem, only their first of the second half though. Thompson into the lane, finds Mumford, left side wing. To the right side, they skip the lane and move it into the hands of Johnson, who falls backwards and travels with the ball as he lost his footing and turns it over to the North Gem Cowboys. So another Sanders Furniture and Appliance turnover, or inbounds play I should say, as Mumford will take a seat on the bench. James Selos will check into the game, and also Dakota Bybee into the game. Johnson takes a seat on the bench as Selos checks in. 2:47 to go, third quarter. North Gem, another inbounds play. As Bridger Jensen goes to his right, finds Logan Strong. As they move it up top and move it to the near side. Braden Jensen, bounce pass, finds Holbrook, gives it back to Bridger Jensen, goes right side link, kick to the corner, where wide open is Walker Davids. Can't finish the shot as Logan Strong able to control the rebound, and a ball poked away as he tried to feed it into the lane, last touched by the Soda Springs Cardinals. Jensen once again to inbound as Braden will look in, looking for Holbrook, and now finds Davids left side corner. Back into Braden Jensen, who steps to the hoop, fires one at the hoop, rolls along the rim, no good. Logan Strong, another board, launches one that's saved and kept in play by Walker Davids. He throws it away, though, picked off by Dursteller, who goes to his right behind the back into the lane, loses the ball out of bounds, and turns it back into the hands of the North Gem Cowboys. North Gem doing a much better job on the boards, but the Cardinals doing a much better job on the turnovers. And with 2:07 to go, the Cardinals have built their lead up to 25, 42-17. But North Gem with the ball brings it forward to the left side. Logan Strong skips a pass, far side. Braden Jensen wide open for three, in and out again, no good. As the cylinder has not been kind to the North Gem Cowboys. Up the court comes Brock Thompson. Over to his left, pulls up at the elbow, finds Nielsen, who feeds it to Silos. James at the left side wing, stripped to the ball, finds a teammate, though, as Torman able to get it up to Thompson. Thompson goes back over to Nielsen, who travels with the ball as he lifted up his pivot foot on the pump fake and turns it again to the North Gem Cowboys. 12 turnovers for the JV team when it comes to the Soda Springs Cardinals, as that's been one of their downfalls so far in this game. Bridger Jensen again will bring it forward. Walks it straight up the center of the court. Logan Strong holds it, now steps to the top of the key. Bridger skips one over to the right side where Holbrook takes it. Bronx goes back to Bridger, pump fakes, gives it over to Strong. Logan Strong for three off the front of the rim. Bronx Holbrook with the offensive board, finds an open Bridger Jensen for three, that's no good. And Brandon Lloyd with an offensive board, no good. Rebounded again by Bronx Holbrook, who finally cashes it in. Everybody involved on that one, as the North Gem Cowboys could not cash in, but they finally got Bronx Holbrook to drop home his 10th point of the game to go with his 12 boards. But answering right back on the far side of the court are the Soda Springs Cardinals, as Thomas Nielsen, I believe, knocks home that one, and the Cardinals lead. It goes back up to 26, 45-19. Over to the left side, it'll be Holbrook giving it up top to Lloyd. He finds Logan Strong, who will fire another three. That's off the back rim. Another board for Brandon Lloyd, who cannot finish the shot. And Kakota Bimey comes away with the rebound for the Soda Springs Cardinals, but they turn it over. Nathan Christian picking the ball up, goes to the right side. Logan Strong travels with the basketball. No, that's Christensen, who never dished the ball off. And Soda Springs will continue to lead this one and gets the ball back with a chance to build on a 26-point advantage. 25 seconds to go. It'll be brought up by Brock Thompson to the left side wing. Finds Silos. Back to Brock. 18 seconds left in the third quarter of play. Silos rising for three. That's off the back of the rim. No good. And Bridger Jensen pulls down the rebound. That's his third of the game. He's had a quiet third quarter, but dribbles into the lane. Fires a pass through the lane, through the hands of Nathan Christensen. And North Gem does end up turning the ball over once again, as their offense continues to struggle with turnovers and finding the bottom of the hoop. It'll be Thompson stopping, popping as the buzzer is about to go off. Does go off, but he can't hit the triple. And the Soda Springs Cardinals get themselves to a 45-19 lead as we head to the fourth and final quarter of play.
Caribou County Athletics are being brought to you by Bear River Head Start, where they are now accepting applications for preschool. Call 435-755-0181 and enroll your 3- or 4-year-old children today.
There's an organization in southeast Idaho whose wildlife conservation efforts have been commended by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, the Idaho Fish and Wildlife Foundation, and the North American Moose Foundation. Who is this organization? It's Monsanto. While Monsanto is honored by the recognition they receive, their ongoing dedication to the environment is its own reward for all of us. Monsanto. Imagine.
Let technology make life a little easier and give you peace of mind about your home. With affordable security and smart home options, SilverStar makes it easy to take the first step. Keep an eye on what's important to you and be able to act before an incident becomes an emergency. You're in good hands when you choose SilverStar. We've been bringing cutting-edge technology and star treatment customer service to Eastern Idaho and Western Wyoming for nearly 70 years. Call us today and ask about our starter security and smart home packages.
Welcome back out to the home of the Soda Springs Cardinals. Caleb Burgraff alongside my cameraman Ben Jacobson as the North Gym Cowboys. Spinning move with Braden Jensen, and the basketball will be blocked away. Rebounded by Bybee, but Dakota Bybee stripped of the ball by Braden. Underneath, it'll be Walker Davids who launches one to Holbrook. Bronx finds Braden as the North Gym Cowboys again can work the offense around the outside. It'll be a shot put up by Bridger Jensen. A Bear Lake Drug three-pointer from the outside. Bridger cashes in and is back to a 23-point game as he's finally able to strike from beyond the arc. Inside, Soda Springs with the basketball. See Connor Tormund laying a move down on the lower right block as he's able to lay one up and in, and gets it back to a 25-point edge, 47-22. And Walker David skips one to Bridger Jensen. He fakes a pass to his right, gets it to his left, finds his brother, gets it back. In the far side corner, lofts a pass that'll be taken by Bronx Holbrook inside. Fouled in the bucket. Bronx Holbrook 12 points now and a chance at more with the and one opportunity. Foul picked up on the play by Jacob Bybee goes as his second. And with 6 minutes and 53 seconds to go, it'll be a full set of subs for the Soda Springs Cardinals. Johnson, Thompson, Mumford, Bybee, and Dursteller. The five on the court. Holbrook's and one free throw up and gets it to go. He's now 3 of 6 from the free throw line with 13 points. 47-25 down to a 22-point ball game on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard a minute into the fourth quarter of play. Mumford looks to his right, pulls the dribble out on the wing. Now gives it off, or waits to give it off to Brock Thompson. Thompson steps to the elbow, gives it back outside to Mumford. Wanted to find Johnson. Jaron open on the left side wing, and the Cardinals will feed it to him. He's going to be left for a moment, but instead gives it off to Dursteller. Cardinals will pass off on Dursteller as he flashes into the lane, throws the ball away, and turns it over to the North Gym Cowboys once again. 15 turnovers for the Soda Springs Cardinals here through 3 quarters and a minute and 40 seconds, but they do have the lead at 47-25. Into the lane it goes to Brandon Lloyd. He's going to try and get outside to Holbrook. Poked up into the air, though, and Kyle Dursteller with the steal gives off to Brock Thompson. Up the left side, Lloyd moves it back to his right as he walks Brock Thompson up the court. Good defense being played by the Cowboys senior. Skip pass, far side. Jaron Johnson left open. Instead, pulls down, tries to drive, cut off there, finds Dursteller, who tears one up in the lane. Can't get it to go, and another rebound for Walker Davids. He's still scoreless with only 4 rebounds. Gets it up top. Braden Jensen for 3. That's no good off the back of the rim, and Logan Mumford comes away with the rebound for his 6th. Logan gives off to Brock, and Thompson will bring it to the top of the key. Finds Jaron open for 3 again. The man's on fire. He's got 5 of them now. All of them brought to you by Bear Lake Drug with a 25-point edge. The Cowboys being doubled up by the Cardinals, 50-25. On the right side, Braden Jensen, gets the ball off to Holbrook. He finds Lloyd. Brandon shot way too strong off the back of the board, and Logan Mumford comes away with another rebound. He crosses over Braden Jensen to the left side. Another 3 from Jaron Johnson, who can't hit it. Rebound pulled in by Brock Thompson, but he throws it away underneath the basket. And they're going to say it will remain Soda Springs basketball, though, off of one of the legs of the Cowboys. 5:06 to go here in the fourth quarter. Cowboys looking to keep that clock from going to a running clock, down by 25, 50-25. Ball up top to Thompson. Johnson goes inside. It'll be put up by Bybee, and a jump ball is going to be called on Bronx Holbrook as he's able to block the ball away, but Soda Springs remains in possession of the ball as they'll have another Sanders Furniture Appliance inbounds play. 5:01 to go. It'll be Mumford to inbound, gets it out to Brock Thompson. Thought about stepping in, instead goes to Dursteller, right side elbow, off to the left of the ring. It's going to be rebounded, though, by Johnson, who throws the ball away for another Cardinal turnover despite getting the board, and it'll be brought up by Braden Jensen. Top of the key, Braden gives it inside, poked away, but back into the hands of Braden. He'll find Nathan Christensen, who pump fakes and travels with the ball, and he turns it over to the Soda Springs Cardinals. North Gym, again, every time that they've had a chance to try and cut into this deficit by getting a defensive stop, it seems that their offense just has not been able to help them carry any of the weight. Brock Thompson to bring it forward. Comes up across the center court line to his left at the free throw line. Underneath pass to an open Dursteller, lays it up. He's fouled. Bridger Jensen's going to pick up the contact, and that is going to go as his third foul of the game and sends Kyle Dursteller to the line where he is 2 of 3. 2 free throws coming up here. He's got 8 points in the game, chance to hit double figures. First free throw up and no good off the front of the rim. Cardinals as a team 2 of 8 now from the free throw line, as they have not shot well at all. 4:32 to go as the second free throw leaves the fingertips of Dursteller. That's not going to find the bottom of the hoop. Bridger Jensen comes down with his 4th rebound of the game into the lane, fires a pass to the right side out of the reach of Nathan Christensen and throws it away once again. Bridger just trying to pick up the pace and ended up catching his teammate off guard on the right side corners. Nathan will put on the full court pressure. Dursteller comes up to relieve the pressure and gives it back to Brock Thompson, who brings it up the court, breaks it over to his right, passes underneath Dursteller, underneath, camped out, all alone, and is going to be fouled by Bronx Holbrook, who picks up his second to send Dursteller to the line again after he missed his last 2. Still 50-25 with 4:15 to go here in quarter number 4. Dursteller spins the ball in his left hand, picks it up in his right, and knocks home the free throw. He's got 9 points now to go with 5 rebounds in the game. 4:15 left. Walker Davids will take a seat on the bench. Logan Strong will check back into the game. And one more free throw coming up for Dursteller. Kyle eyes it, fires it, and can't hit that one. Mumford, though, good box out inside, able to attack and get the rebound. Throws the ball to the right side corner, given back to Thompson as Johnson gets it from Brock and swings it to Mumford, left side wing. Mumford, skip pass, near side. Johnson, quick tap pass, gets it into the hands of Brock. Back over to Mumford, 3-ball up and good. Logan Mumford finding a stroke. He's got 10 points in the game now, and I'll tell you what, the Cardinals JV team shooting it lights out from beyond the arc so far in the game. They as a team have 9 3-pointers in the contest. You're looking at NBA teams that don't shoot the ball well on nights like this sometimes. 9 3-pointers from 4 different players, 5 of them from Jared Johnson, and it's a 29-point edge for the Soda Springs Cardinals. Timeout was taken by the North Gym Cowboys as one more bucket puts it to a running clock here in the remainder of the 4th quarter. And what's been a very quick played ball game so far. Both teams have played very aggressive, but also not a lot of turnovers, not a lot of jump balls. Not even a lot of fouls to slow this game down. 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter of play. It'll be brought forward. Bridger Jensen moves it over into the hands of Braden. Braden tries to go to his left, cuts into the lane all the way, lays one up, and gets the friendly roll. Little pump fake as he gets the lead back down to 27, 54-27. James Silos with the ball, brings it up the right, now cuts over to his left. Pulled up as he's guarded by Braden. Hands the ball off to Johnson, who's hounded by Bronx Holbrook. Johnson gets free on the right side wing. Gets it back out to Silos. 3 minutes and 22 seconds to go. Soda Springs looking for one more dagger. Nielsen, far side wing. Gets the ball inside to Silos. He goes up, lays it up. No on the first shot. No on the second. Gets another one. Is fouled on the way back up as he fights his way through. And James Silos stepping to the line for a pair of free throws after 2 tough offensive rebounds on the inside. The foul picked up by Bridger Jensen will be his 4th foul. We'll see if the Cowboys decide to leave him in the game with 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the 4th quarter, or if they decide to save him a little bit and pull him out. Free throw up by Silos. No good, kicking off of the back of the rim. Cardinals' poor shooting continues as they're 1 of 5 in the quarter, 2 of 7 in the half, and only 3 of 12 in the game. Silos' second free throw up and no good as well, and the poor shooting from the line continues. Bridger Jensen gets the rebound on the loose ball and brings the ball forward up the right side as he does stay in the game. Nathan Christensen takes on the far side wing, fakes the pass left, goes right, comes back to his right, throws the ball away. Silos with the steal. He's stripped of it. It's loose and picked up by Brandon Lloyd to the right side of the lane, dribbles through, loses the ball, but travels in his own right. And the North Gym Cowboys, right after getting the ball back, turn it over to the Cardinals for another Sanders Furniture and Appliance inbounds play for Soda Springs. 54-27. The score is still stuck on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard as Nielsen inbounds the ball to Mumford. Mumford will bring it up the right side, almost loses it, launches it back to the middle of the court as he was falling out of bounds, and Silos will break the timeline. Gets underneath, Bybee to the hoop, lays it up, blocked away by Holbrook and rebounded by Braden Jensen. On the backside, Braden able to take advantage of the sophomore's block, and Bridger will look inside. Bridger to the lane, gives it inside to Lloyd, who fades away, puts up a shot too strong, and it'll be Mumford to pull down another rebound. He's got 10 points, 9 boards in the game so far. Up the middle of the court, Silos gives the ball over to Nielsen, left side wing. Holds onto it quietly as he finds Tormund putting up a shot. They're going to wave off the three-point basket, and they're going to call a foul away from the ball. It is a push that goes against Brandon Lloyd before the shot, so it's on the floor. It's the final non-bonus foul of the game, and it allows Soda Springs to inbound as Braden Jensen will check out. Walker Davids back in. No, it's going to be Brandon Lloyd who checks out of the game for Walker Davids as there was some confusion as to who was coming out. Dursteller will check in as well for Logan Mumford, who takes a seat on the bench with 2:11 left to go. 54-27. Dakota Bybee to inbound the basketball. Another Sanders Furniture Appliance inbounds play. Finds Nielsen, whose shot sits on the rim and finally drops through. Thomas Nielsen gets his 5th point of the game. It's a 29-point edge, 56-27. 2 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in the contest. The timeout taken by North Gem. We'll take a timeout with them on KBRV The Bear and MyLocalRadio.com.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
Fantastic shooting by the Soda Springs Cardinals has led them to a 56-27 lead. 9 3-pointers in the game, although they have been let down at the free throw line, where so far they've gone 3 of 15 from the stripe. As that is a free throw percentage that is definitely something that you look to improve on. And with a 29-point edge, they'll have about 2 minutes to try and do that, as they will step out onto the court playing defense. The North Gem Cowboys, for their own right, looking to try and find some better rhythm from the offensive edge, as it'll be Braden Jensen to inbound to his brother, and Bridger will bring it across the timeline. Bridger goes to his right, no, cuts to his left, finds Braden, looks inside the lane, picks up his dribble, gets it back outside to Bridger, guarded by Silos on the outside wing. He'll be picked up by Holbrook. Bronx spins to his right, finds David. Short jumper, airballed over the hoop. Rebound fought for, and Nathan Christensen able to track it down outside of the reach of Silo or Nielsen. Gives it off to Bridger Jensen. Comes back to Braden. Looks to his left. Now he looks back to his right. Finds Bronx. Bronx fakes a pass inside. Cuts to the hoop all the way. Lays one up too strong. Rebound is going to be wrapped in by Dursteller. Stolen away, though, by Bridger Jensen on another steal by the North Gem Cowboys. Underneath Davids. Finally onto the scoreboard as Walker's able to strike, and North Gem is able to cut it back to a 27-point lead. 56-29 with a minute and 11 seconds to go. Up the left side, it'll be Silos. James drives baseline, lays up a teardrop. That goes along the rim. No good, and a rebound by Walker Davids is going to send him to the line for 1-and-1 free throws as he's fouled on the play going up for the board. And the foul is picked up as the third. No, excuse me. They're going to say the foul was on Walker Davids, excuse me. So Davids picks up his second foul, and it will send instead Connor Tormund to the free throw line. Davids called for the over the back, and Tormund with 1-and-1 free throws. He's got 2 points in the game to go with 3 rebounds and make it 3 points as that one rattles through the rim, and Cardinals now at 25% from the free throw line on the game, as they will look for another free throw to knock home here. 57-29, they lead. Second free throw up and good as well. Give them a 29-point edge, or a 27, or it is a 29-point edge again, as they lead 58-29. And another foul is going to be called. This one's going to be called on Nielsen coming back the other way as Thomas picks up his 4th foul. And it sends Christensen to the free throw line for 1-and-1 free throws. Nathan only with 3 points in the game. And he will not be able to make the first one, so it'll be 2 free throws as it was a shooting foul with 58.8 seconds left to go. Right-handed shooter. Puts the second one up. That one no good as well. Dakota Bybee comes away with the basketball on the defensive board for his 4th of the game and gives off to Brock Thompson. To his left, spins into the wing and pulls it back out to Silos. 46 seconds to go. James looks inside. Gets a little bit of room on Christensen, finds Brock Thompson, top of the key, now goes to Torm, who pump fakes and travels with the ball on the pump fake as he got Holbrook into the air, but he cost his team a turnover because of the shuffled foot. And with 38.6 seconds to go, North Gem can inbound the basketball once again. Down by 29, 58-29, being doubled up by the Soda Springs Cardinals right now. It'll be brought forward by Bridger Jensen, finds Walker Davis, rises for a deep 3, banked home from the left side wing. Another Bear Lake Drug 3-pointer makes it a 58-32 game as North Gem sticks around, does not give up that running clock quite yet. And with 21 seconds to go, looks like they will be able to hold that one off. Silos moves the ball to Torment. To the right side, they find Nielsen. He goes into the lane to Silos again, who loses it, stripped out of bounds, but picked up by Torment before it hits the line. Over to Silos, who's going to be fouled by Nathan Christensen, and that's going to send Silos to the free throw line as Nathan picks up his first foul. Silos so far 0 for 2 from the line. Is the freshman, or sophomore, excuse me, will have an opportunity. The right-handed shooter dribbles it 3 times, crouches, fires, and the front end of the 1-on-1 is good. All of a sudden, Soda Springs, after struggling so much from the line, has made their last 3 free throws. We'll see if Silos can keep that momentum going. 59-32, the second free throw up and good as well. Knocking it home, and it builds the lead back up to 28-60-32. 4 seconds to go. Braden Jensen, as the buzzer goes off, notches home another triple. That's a nice little momentum piece for the North Gem Cowboys. Braden Jensen will keep it at a 25-point quarter. And we head to the post-game show with the Cardinals coming away with a win, 60-35 on the Summit Welding and Construction scoreboard. Back after this with your post-game show on KBRV The Bear and MyLocalRadio.com.
This broadcast of high school sports is being made possible by the Mound Valley Cattle Company in Thatcher, Idaho, serving Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming.
When the time comes, you'll want true compassion balanced with clinical care for your mom or dad, grandma or grandpa. Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs provides a warm, caring, and secure environment for individuals who need medication assistance, healthy meals, and assistance with daily activities. You can help by introducing them to our Assisted Living Center. Come on in for a tour and consultation. Find out about our monthly move-in specials and respite visits. Furnished suites are available. Call 208-547-0257. The Edgewood Assisted Living Center in Soda Springs, Idaho, a place to call home.
It's time for us to take a look at your Lalaton's food specials for the weeks of December 15th through the 28th. And if you're doing any holiday baking, Lalaton's is the place to go. Grab Western Family 4-pound bags of granulated sugar for $1.49. Western Family 10-pound bags of all-purpose bleached or unbleached flour is $2.99. Baking chips are 2 bags for $4. Western Family 2-pound bags of brown or powdered sugar are just 99 cents. And Western Family sweet cream, salted or unsalted butter is 2 boxes for $5. That's a look at just some of your Lalaton's food specials in Soda Springs.
Whether it's warm outside and you need an air conditioning system, or cold outside and you need a new natural gas furnace, Reed's Plumbing and Heating has what you need to keep your family comfortable, and there's never been a better time to convert to natural gas. With great service and expertise, Reed's is your all-weather friend in southeastern Idaho. Call us today, 208-547-4466, and we'll get right to work making your home comfortable and cozy. That's Reed's Plumbing and Heating at 208-547-4466. Natural gas, it's worth asking for.
Get it to go at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace, Idaho. From pizza to potato wedges, from burritos to the jalapeno flavored corn dogs, from candy, clothing, car accessories, and fountain drinks, convenience is fun. And Patterson Quick Stop and Patterson Easy Way help to fill your needs conveniently. They have something for everyone: food, fuel, and fun at Patterson Quick Stop in Soda Springs and Patterson Easy Way in Grace. Right here, right now.
This presentation of Caribou County Athletics is being brought to you by State Farm Insurance of Montpelier, Idaho. State Farm is here to help life go right. Call Scott at 208-847-0141 for personal service.
Let technology make life a little easier and give you peace of mind about your home. With affordable security and smart home options, SilverStar makes it easy to take the first step. Keep an eye on what's important to you and be able to act before an incident becomes an emergency. You're in good hands when you choose SilverStar. We've been bringing cutting-edge technology and star treatment customer service to Eastern Idaho and Western Wyoming for nearly 70 years. Call us today and ask about our starter security and smart home packages.
Hi, I'm Todd Hunziker. Most dealers focus on the experience you have just a few moments that you're in their store. At Hunziker Ford, we want to keep you happy forever, and to prove it, we offer warranty forever at no cost to you. So here's the deal. All you have to do is follow the maintenance schedule on virtually anything you buy from us, and the expensive powertrain components are covered forever. That's Todd Hunziker Ford, just east of Lava Hot Springs on Highway 30. It's just that simple.
Imagine a mining company who nurtures butterflies. At Monsanto, we plant wildflower seeds on recently mined land. The flowers support a thriving butterfly population, which then feeds small birds, who are in turn hunted by eagles and hawks. By paying attention to nature's detail, Monsanto sustains a broader ecosystem. That's one reason why 6 federal and state agencies have honored us with their highest award for excellence in annual operations. Monsanto. Imagine.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
The Soda Springs Cardinals wrap things up with a 60-35 win. The JV Cardinals getting their victory over the North Gym varsity. As we take a look at our final numbers from this one and our final recap, we'll see if Coach Brent Derrickson comes out for a chat with us after this is all over. We'll see what ends up happening. But as for us right now, looking at the Soda Springs Cardinals, Jaron Johnson, 5 3-pointers in the game for 15 points to go with 6 rebounds. Logan Mumford, 10 points and 9 rebounds. Kyle Dursteller had 9 points and 6 rebounds. Jacob Ivey, 4 points and 8 rebounds. Really a team effort across the board as everybody who played was able to get into the scoring. Brock Thompson, another 9 points and 4 rebounds. James Selos, 2 points and 2 boards. 2 points and 4 rebounds for Dakota Bybee, and Connor Torm with 4 points and 3 rebounds as well. So again, a very balanced attack coming from the North Gym the Soda Springs Cardinals, as they had 42 rebounds as a team. The big weak point, 7 for 17 from the free throw line. They really did struggle trying to knock home shots from the charity stripe, and we'll see if that improves at all as the season continues for the JV Cardinals. We know that for the varsity Cardinals, they have their struggles there as well. On the other side, for the North Gym Cowboys, it was Bronx Holbrook leading the way with 13 points and 12 rebounds, a double-double for the sophomore. Walker Davids and Bridger Jensen, quiet nights. Bridger had 7 points and 5 rebounds. Walker, 5 points and 4 rebounds. Braden Jensen, 5 points and 3 rebounds. 3 points and 3 boards for Nathan Christensen. Brandon Lloyd went 2 for 6, 2 points and 6 rebounds in his game. 35 rebounds as a team, 35 points, and 6 for 13 from the free throw line for the North Gym Cowboys. They turned it over 16 times. The Cardinals, 19 turnovers. Another place where they really need to pick things up and hold on to the basketball more. There were a lot of unforced errors for both teams in the second half of that game. So the Cardinals come away with the victory. The JV Cardinals drop the North Gym Cowboys to 1-3 on the season. They'll have a rematch next week while we are over at the Parma tournament. The JV team will be taken to court over here. We wish them the best of luck in that. As for us, we're going to step into our sports update. James Rindlisbaker, a sophomore at North Gem High School, and one of the wrestlers who was undefeated this season at 14-0, joins us on our postgame show on KBRV The Bear and MyLocalRadio.com.
Caleb Burgraff joined here with sophomore James Rindlisbaker from the North Gem Wrestling Team. And James, we talked with you before the season started, but now you're 14-0. Did you expect your season to start off this well?
I didn't expect it to start off with me going undefeated, but at our first tournament, when I won all of them, it was one of my goals that I wrote down was to go undefeated as long as possible, and I'm still fulfilling that goal so far. But so far, it's been a really good season.
Undefeated through the first 3 tournaments, and now through the rest of 2016 is always a good start. And you're not even the only wrestler on the team that's there. Dawson Barf is still undefeated as well. Is there any competition between you guys to see who can take it the longest, or is it just kind of one of those things where it's just fun to watch you and him both go as far as possible?
There's not any competition between me and Dawson in seeing who can go the farthest. We both had that goal, was to go undefeated as long as we can. And so we keep pushing ourselves and we keep challenging ourselves to go.
It's not just you guys that are having good seasons, though. The entire team is continually putting 4 or 5 kids up there in the top 2-3 places at tournaments, and 7 different kids coming away with medals at the Malad Invitational. What does that do as far as confidence, not just in yourself, but in the team as a whole?
It really builds our confidence up, seeing how well we did this week, and so our goal, I think, now as a team is to get everybody into the finals, and so everybody can place and get us more points.
You guys have been doing really good in the lower weights, but we talked about the upper weights where you have some young kids wrestling in the 195, 220-pound weight classes. What's it going to take for them to start getting more quickly up to the varsity level now that they've got this first couple months of the season out of the way?
If our heavier weights can work as hard and train really hard and just set their goals as high as they can to make it so they can fulfill their goals, I think that they will, by the end of this season, they'll be a different wrestler. They'll be able to go out and win as many matches as they want.
When you think about North Gem Wrestling, you guys have always had a good tradition here, but never really the numbers. This year we've talked about it, and we even talked about it in the first interview with you about having those numbers. Your first taste of the district tournament with that ends up seeing you guys with 99 team points, finishing in about 5th or 6th place as a group. Did you feel confidence that this team could maybe do better than that when the district tournament rolls around and have a chance at that district title?
I feel very confident that when districts come around, we can place higher in our team points, because we did okay for our team at this first tournament where we saw our whole district. And I think that when district comes around and after we've all put in the time and worked real hard, we will all be able to be up there in first place in the points.
You guys have a break now. As far as tournament-wise, you're still going to be working out with practices in the room. What do you do when you have a long break like this over the holidays where you can't necessarily get a lot of mat time against different opponents to keep yourselves mentally in shape?
You got to remember someone out there is always working hard, and so you got to remember I got to work harder than them so I can beat them next time, or beat them when you come up to wrestle them. So you just got to always stay mental and keep your head in the game and stay physically fit, and you'll be good.
Well, James, we appreciate you talking with us. Congratulations to you on the great start to your season, and we'll hopefully see you and the Cowboys continue that start.
Thank you.
That was sophomore James Rindlisbaker joining us here in our postgame show. Final score of tonight's game, 60-35. The Soda Springs JV Cardinals able to take down the North Gem varsity by 25 points on a very cold night from the field for Soda Springs. We hope that the second matchup will be a little bit better, a little bit tighter, as they will again match up against each other next week. As for us, our next broadcast will be tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock and 4:30 will be our game times, as we will be traveling with the Grace Grizzlies as they head to Tabione, Utah. And if you don't know where that is, it is southeast of Salt Lake City, about a 4-hour drive from here. So if you can't make that drive, we'll look forward to you tuning in to that ball game as the Grace Grizzly boys look to go to 7-1, and the Grizzly ladies look to try and get their second win of the season. Plenty more coming up on our season as we get ready for the Parma tournament next week, as we call this the wrap-up of our game. Thank you again for tuning in. I'm Caleb Burgraff. Until next time, let's go Cardinals, let's go Cowboys, let's go Caribou County.
Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Boys Basketball on KBRV, The Bear, and online at mylocalradio.com. Local sports have been brought to you in part by Hunziker Ford, Monsanto, and Silver Star Communications. The proceeding has been a sports production and sports broadcast of Old West Media Incorporated and Cook Brothers Broadcasting. No portions of this production can be used or rebroadcast without express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Tonight's executive producer is Val Cook. We'd also like to thank our sales team, Julie Burley and Kim Miller, as well as our office manager, Kayleen Anderson, website manager, Garrett Wharf, and general photographer, Warren Cook. Thanks to all of our fine sponsors, as well as to you for tuning in. Be sure to visit mylocalradio.com/Soda Springs for archived copies of games and past interviews with players and coaches from across the county. And until next time, goodbye and good night.